Speedo is a distributor of swimwear and swim-related accessories. The company was founded in 1914 in Sydney, Australia by Alexander MacRae, and to this very day, the company is still alive and healthy. So, how did it become so popular? Let's find out. Speedo Knitting Mills. Company founder Alexander MacRae emigrated from Loch Kisborne in the Western Highlands of Scotland to Sydney, Australia in 1910. Originally working as a milkman, he founded MacRae and Company Hosiery 4 years later, manufacturing underwear under the brand name Fortitude taken from his family crest. The Australian Army's need for socks during the First World War provided MacRae with enough business to expand, and into 1927, his first line of swimwear called a racerback costume was introduced. The following year, a naming contest held among MacRae's staff yielded the slogan, "Speed on in your Speedos." The brand name was born. The contest winner, Captain Parkinson, was awarded £5 for his slogan, and the company was renamed Speedo Knitting Mills. The controversial yet revolutionary racerback style's open shoulder and exposed back allowed greater range of motion in water and was quickly adopted by competitive swimmers, despite being banned by some beaches. In 1932, Speedo made its Olympic debut when 16-year-old Australian Claire Dennis won the women's 200-meter breaststroke at the Los Angeles Olympic Games. After nearly being disqualified for showing too much shoulder in her regulation slick Speedo brand swimsuit, Dennis went on to set a world record time of 3 minutes, 6 seconds, and 3 milliseconds. The 1936 Berlin Summer Games also saw some controversy as the men's Australian swim team featured shirtless swim trunks for the first time. Also in 1936, Alexander MacRae became involved in the Surf Life Saving Association. To this day, Speedo continues to support the Australian volunteer organization. Post-war expansion. After devoting most of its resources to the war effort during World War II, Speedo enjoyed a great post-war demand for swimsuits, specifically the recently invented bikini style. The company quickly re-established itself as a leader in swimwear manufacturing and once again drew controversy when its two-piece was banned by Australian beach inspectors. In 1951, Speedo Knitting Mills Holdings Limited Incorporated went public, selling its stock and the Sydney Stock Exchange. In 1955, nylon was used for the first time in the company's swimsuits, and the next year the increasingly popular swimsuit brand returned to the Olympics when its home country hosted the Melbourne Summer Games. The Speedo-sponsored Australian men's swim team took home 8 gold medals and brought a new worldwide level of notoriety to the company, which debuted the swim briefs that would become synonymous with the brand name. By 1957, Speedo had the exclusive license to manufacture and distribute jockey brand men's underwear in Australia. The company finished off the 1950s by exporting to the United States and exploring potential opportunities in South America, Europe, New Zealand, and Japan. The end of the 1950s also saw the beginning of a long-lasting business partnership which continues to this day. In 1958, Speedo began the manufacture of American Warnaco's White Stag ski wear line. In exchange, in 1961, White Stag became the exclusive U.S. distributor of Speedo swimwear. Through White Stag, Speedo's product line expanded to include men's and women's sportswear. By the middle of the 1960s, Speedo had acquired 30% of Nottingham, UK textile manufacturer Robert Shaw and Company Limited and had established a European subsidiary. Licenses were also granted to Japanese and South American corporations. The 1968 Mexico City Summer Olympics saw 27 of the 29 gold medalists, 22 of which set world records wearing Speedo brand swimsuits. Speedo began the next decade by completing its acquisition of Robert Shaw and Company in 1971. In the 1970s also saw the company pioneer the use of Echelon spandex, and the brand's use in Olympic record-breaking continued at the 1972 Munich and 1976 Montreal Games, the latter of which Speedo was an official swimwear license. On Australia Day, January 26, 1981, the Australian Institute of Sport opened in Canberra with Speedo as its first official sponsor. Also early in the decade, Speedo provided equipment and training to China to aid the communist country's return to the Olympics for the first time since 1958. Throughout the decade, the brand expanded its first reach in Europe by licensing production in Italy, Spain, Sweden, and other nations, bringing its total distribution to 112 countries. Modern technology. In 1990, British sportswear firm Pentland Group, which had just sold its share of sneaker company Reebok, acquired a significant stake in Warnaco, offshoot Authentic Fitness, which was the exclusive North American license of Speedo. Pentland followed this move with the purchase of 80% of Speedo Europe Limited early the next year. Pentland completed its aggressive entrance into the global swimwear market by wholly acquiring Speedo Australia and Speedo International. Under Pentland's ownership, Speedo expanded its line of swimwear to include more fashion-oriented beachwear as well as its triathlon accessories. The 1990s saw the creation of the low-drag S2000 suit, the chlorine-resistant endurance line, as well as the Aquablade series, which was worn by more than 3/4 of medal winners at the 1996 Atlanta Summer Games. Speedo began the 21st century with the introduction of its fast-skin swimsuit and, again, broke world records when the Summer Games returned to the swimwear leader's hometown. The company website boasts that 13 out of the 15 swimming records broken in the 2000 Sydney Olympics were by athletes wearing Speedo. 3 years later, Speedo celebrated its 75th anniversary with special limited edition lines endorsed by Jerry Hall, Naomi Campbell, and others. In 2004, Michael Phelps wore the Fast Skin 2, the latest evolution of the Fast Skin series, in Athens to become the first swimmer to earn 8 medals. Phelps followed up this performance 4 years later, earning 8 golds at Beijing while wearing Speedo's LZR racer suit. In 2010, the company launched Speedo Sculpture Shape line, a new line of body-shaping swimsuits for women. And there's the history of Speedo. How did it become so popular? Well, I say they became popular when they teamed up with the Pentland Group, as Pentland was already popular with its Reebok brand, and when they acquired Speedo, that's how they became popular, as Pentland was already popular. Anyways, this is where I'm going to end off this video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe because I do videos every single day. And also don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell on my second channel. My second channel will be the third link in the description below. And if you guys would like to send me fan art, you guys can send me fan art on my Instagram. My Instagram will be the second link in the description below. And if you guys would like to join my Roblox fan group, my Roblox fan group will be the first link in the description below. And if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter will be the fourth link in the description below. And if you guys would like to follow me on Reddit, my Reddit will be the fifth link in the description below. And if you guys would like to follow me on TikTok, my TikTok will be the sixth link in the description below. And if you guys would like to check out my Facebook page will be the seventh link in the description below. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!